Not everyone will respect your boundaries. Yep, that is true. So I am a mattress actress, spicy creator, whatever you call it. And yes, often I do have collabs with people, and not everyone will respect what you are into, what your limits are, etc. So that is why it is important to check their references. But, yeah, there is a but. Because even when someone is telling you, for example, this person A, B, C, and D. So person A is saying, yes, he is reliable or she's reliable and whatsoever. And person B is saying the same thing, and person C is saying the same thing as well. But all of a sudden, this person that you want to have a collab with is crazy and is about to have weird connections in his mind, in her mind, whatsoever. And person D is saying, oh no, you can't trust that person because blah, blah, blah. What are you going to do in that situation, right? Because it feels like you should be listening to what most of the people are saying. But in the meantime, you just have to trust your gut feeling. That is usually how I go with it. But that is also not something that I want to say to starters in this industry. So please check the references. If one is off, please don't go. Just don't. It's not worth it. Like, even if it's just a mental abuse that you will go through, or a physical even, or sexual, it is not necessary to have that experience. So always, yeah, just try to make sure you check them. And that's actually very easy. You just ask them. If people ask me for my references, they're actually listed on my website. And if you want more of them, you can just ask me, and I will gladly send you all of my references that I worked with in the past. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Yeah, I do have the cheat sheet with me again. And this one is people that try to get a discount for my services and compare prices with other girls. This is a real thing. So if you think about supermarkets, there are like many in here in Belgium. But I will just go for two main big ones. It's called Colruyt and Deleuze. So if you compare those prices, it's insane, because Deleuze is usually a very expensive supermarket, grocery store, whatsoever. And Colruyt is more like a warehouse that you are walking into. So that is why it is cheaper. I'm not sure if they play music in there as well. I don't like shopping there, so I usually never go there. But yeah, they do have a big difference in their prices. But it's not like that I'm going to tell the people that work in Deleuze, like, hey, I've seen that same exact product in Colruyt yesterday, and I want it cheaper. That's not how it works. You just accept the fact that you are shopping in that certain store. You knew that up front, okay? So, so there are people that actually messaging me, and I'm very open about my fees and prices and anything. I'm very open. I don't mind it. So they can just ask me, and I will gladly tell them what my video chat costs. And some, I'm not saying all of them, but like some, just very few. I think it might be 10 or 20%. It's not that much. But they tell me, oh, wow, that is expensive. Yesterday I had a video call with that girl. And they even said the name, which is insane. Don't do that. And then they say, oh, it was that much cheaper. Like, oh yeah, then just go back to her today again if you liked it. There must be something that was not fun for you, so that is why you are looking for a new girl. But that is might be the reason why it is more expensive, because yeah, I do check up with whatever you are into, and I do dress up for you if you want me to dress up. Like most people say, okay, this is fine, whatever you are wearing. Like I am just wearing a top with an undie today, and they are fine with that. But some are not. Some just like very specific things, and I do get dressed up for them. You see, that is an extra service that I offer within the service. It is all included in that fee. And some girls just charge up for everything. And I think that might be the reason why they look cheap, but they are just the same as me by the end. So don't don't go hassle about prices, really. Like I said, you are not doing that in the grocery store. Don't do it with us either. It's just weird. And next up is people that keep asking me to meet up in real life, but they can't accept no for an answer, and they joke it off by saying it was only just a question. See, this is very crazy because usually when I get messages from people that ask me, hey, are you offering real life dates or anything in real life, basically, I simply tell them no, I don't offer it. I am just your virtual girlfriend. And I usually send them the link already with it so they can already just click it just to keep things easy, right? And then they start flirting or asking me more questions like silly things, really. Like, what if I pay you a lot? Okay, the answer will still be no because I said no before. You see? If someone is saying no, it means no. Just try to accept that fact. If you already try to cross my boundaries online, there's no way that I can trust you in real life. See what I mean? And I really hope this gets through because this is a real thing. We don't feel safe at all if you just keep asking and pushing us to finally meet you in real life, but we don't want it. We just want to have our own private life. This is our job. The thing that I am doing right now is my job. When I'm done filming this, I will edit the video and put the beeps on the places that are necessary, and I will just put it up online, and then this part of my job is done. But it is my job, you see? So it is also my job to say no, that I cannot and I don't want to meet up in real life, because sometimes the guys are asking me this on platforms where you are not allowed to ask that. For example, on OnlyFans, you cannot ask about meeting. Even the word meet is a forbidden word on there. It is restricted. You cannot type it out. So you have to write down M33T. So, I mean, if you already need to write something like that, you should just check by yourself if you are doing something that is not right on the platform. Huh? Well, anyway, so I don't meet up, and please don't joke about it. If I say no, just accept the fact. Just say, okay, sorry, I did not know. Or don't go like, oh, it was only just a question. No. I mean, it's very stereotypical. Most of us do, but don't, please. And the last one for today will be photographers that suddenly start posting POV content again after 6 years. Yeah, keep that in mind, 6 years. So I've been shooting from 2019 up until now, and I'm still going. And it is 6 years that I'm shooting at this point. I started off in August, which is next month, okay? And I've done plenty of shoots, like really, way too much even. And there are some pictures still up, of course. There are some videos still up of me doing things to photographers even. Because they booked me for it, you see, which is weird as a photographer. Let's be honest, to book a girl and do whatever you want to do with her after your shoot and make stills of that or make a video of that. It's just weird. I know they paid me for it, but that's not why you book a model, really. I I don't think I was dumb to believe that, but also not naive, but I was just new. I was 19 years old. They just tried to make the most out of that shoot, which is quite sick. But anyway, that was not the point. So they started posting those pictures very recently, two of them actually. So one started posting old photos of me with his in my mouth. And obviously the people on that page thought that I was shooting those certain shoots again. So I have received hundreds of messages on that day asking me that if I want to shoot with them. Yeah. Okay. So it was very intense for me because I had to message all of them. No, but I do offer this and this and this and this shoot. And obviously they were not interested in solo shoots at all. But I still had to try, you know. And another photographer noticed that I did posts. No, I did. Oh my God, this is getting hard. Well, you know, it's weekends and this is my off day, okay? So the other photographer noticed that the first photographer posted that picture and he also started posting pictures. So I had to ask both of them to get that back offline because I was just getting spammed of messages with photographers who want to do the exact same thing. But then again, what I was saying, that's quite sick, you know? Because I just can't imagine, like I just started off producing my own movies as well now. I made a movie yesterday from a girl. It was a solo movie. It is super beautiful. Yeah, I just can't imagine that I would book someone and tell them like, oh, but I'm shooting those videos and those photos for you, but hey, what if I pay you more? Can we have something extra? No, please. Just book someone that is specially made for that. No, it's not like made, but that is doing that specific job. Because what I am doing is, yeah, I do have sex on camera. Yes, and I do have open leg pictures and all that sort of stuff. But no, I don't want to have it with my photographers. That's just so weird. Well, anyway, that could be based on my very own opinion, but it's just weird. So let's have a summary of today. So we had not everyone will respect your boundaries. So that is very, very important for all of you to check with colleagues, with friends, maybe even with your family, like, hey, can you read this? Is this worth it? Or can I trust it? Or what do you think about it? Because sometimes you just comprehend it another way than they actually meant to be. Okay, and then I had the discount. Don't hassle, please. It's not worth your time. It's not worth my time. And people that can't accept no, that is just, yeah. I think it's the reality. Because I had this guy before and he told me, yeah, I know I can ask a sex worker, but because you are not doing that, it just makes it more special if you would ever say yes. Because he kind of convinced me to do it, right? I did not do it, okay? But that is what is going on in his mind. So I think that is the trigger. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. And I'm not psychologist. Is it the one that is helping you with mental diseases, basically? Psychiatrist? Oh, yeah. I think it's that. And my photographers that start posting old content. I don't mind posting old content, not at all, because I do it all the time. But if you start posting content that is not something that I'm doing anymore today, the least you can do is just ask me. Send me the picture, ask me if I'm okay with that, yes or no. maybe post something different, you see. It's not that hard. And yeah, if you were watching instead of listening, the cat that just came up here, he's called Billy. But he just ran off. He didn't want to say bye. But I will say bye. Bye, bye, bye.